What's up? Ranger 578 here, and welcome back to Silent Hill 2. And we are in the hospital, which, I mean, I gotta be honest with you guys, I'm not quite sure. I never felt fear in the hospital, and I'm guessing it's just because I probably have, I had, family working in the hospital, so, I went there a lot and stuff like that. And it's kind of ironic, too, you can think about it, because, they're kind of there to, save your life. I don't know. Anyway, and people are scared. But maybe it's the bill. Yeah, I bet that's what it is. It's the bill that's the scariest part. It's not like, man, if I don't have my leg chopped off and the disease come up and, stop my heart, then I'm gonna be dead. That's not the scary part, man. The scary part is the bill. Anyways, that's why you better have insurance. So we're in the hospital, and, speaking of illness and all that stuff, so you probably have noticed Maria isn't with us currently. Because, funnily enough, she is feeling sick all of a sudden. Which, I'm sure it had nothing to do with, how Mary died or anything like that, Kinda weird, right? How Maria just looks like Mary. She doesn't sound like, she does sound like her, but she doesn't dress like her, and her personality sure as hell isn't Mary. But, yeah. Anyways, but yeah, and also, we are almost to the part where all the music though. We're almost to that part where I left off the first time I recorded this. Ow. Damn, she has to wind up the— what is it? Oh my god. Dark Souls? Damn! Fellas, if you want to marry somebody tougher than you, fuck wrestling girls, man. Get a nurse. Damn, they're tough. That was the first time I actually went melee combat with the nurse. In the video game and obviously in real life too. I never went hand-to-hand against a nurse, but damn, she's tough. So, but anyways, so real quick before we go on, so let's look at the nurse real quick, because new enemy in the game, and also arguably the second popular enemy in the Silent Hill lore. Pyramid Head obviously being the first, but yeah, the nurse. Gee, I wonder why everybody likes the nurse. So if you remember, a lot of the demons are in this game, let's just call them demon, are basically all from James' head, right? Which is where the psychological horror aspect comes from. And if we look at the nurses, so you can tell they're more in a really skimpy outfit. Look, you got a bit of cleavage, you got a bit of legs, stuff like that. That is representing how James started looking at, I guess I would say women in general, but mainly the nurses, as Mary was dying in her sickbed. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Actually, it's more of a visual thing more than a mental imagery kind of deal. Plus, if you also notice their face is covered up, that's because James just didn't look at the females as a, around their face and stuff like that. If you ask me, sometimes when I see a woman and they have a good body, their face can kind of ruin it for me, especially if they juice it up with all that Botox shit. Oh my god, have you guys ever seen the video on YouTube when a guy is trying to guess the a couple of influencers' age on the internet? And he's saying 30s, 40s, 50s, stuff like that, because all these influencers have a bunch of Botox injected into their face. Well, they were all between 23 and 26. That is crazy. But the code has been reset to what we agreed on yesterday's meeting in the doctor's lounge. Like I said, I don't want anyone writing it down, so we gotta go to the Doctor's Lounge. But yeah, sometimes the face can ruin it for me, but let's keep going. So, but like I said, the nurse is more of a visual imagery of how like James were looking at him. Alright, so as I said too, that we are almost to the point where I last left off, and what happened is, oh yeah, this is supposed to be a thing here. I completely forgot what's significant about this room, but I do know that that typewriter gives me very heavy Resident Evil vibes, because that used to be the, well, that's actually still is. The typewriters are usually the save points in the Resident Evil series. It's just a classic thing that is put into Resident Evil, even if it doesn't really make sense. It's just a classic thing. And yeah. I really kind of forgot what's significant about this room, but that is an echo from the original Silent Hill 2 game. Alright. Let's look at where we're at here. Okay, so we're about to be at the doctor's office. There's a lot of stuff going on in this room here. But what happened around the first time is that I recorded everything, you know, up to just almost to where we are now. And after I went through the recording session and stuff like that, after recording 2 hours of this, I found out that my mic was muted the entire time, which sucks. And yeah, and you guys couldn't hear my voice. I was like, you know what? It's only 2 hours. Thank God there's multiple saves. This is devs. I know you're not watching this. I'm such a small YouTuber, so no one cares. But my opinion, always have multiple save files in case, you know, poor, you know, stupid dumb ravens like me can't remember to check their mic settings before they start recording. Can go back, so that's what kind of sucks with like open world games and stuff like that. Let's see. So patient 50, Descendant 301, patient room C1. Symptoms: sudden outbursts of aggression, visuals and auditory hallucination. Therapy: consider effective, unprovoked outbursts decline, social interaction improve. What did I miss? Continue with current therapy. Water has a common effect. It used to. Interesting. To see one. Alright. Patient 2. Room D1. Sensory delusions, insomnia, refuses food and water. Okay. Delusions persist. Force feeding and hydration bathing required to be carried out in the treatment room. Constant surveillance. Alright, number 3. Patient file 1. Move to L1. Intense unrelated anxiety. Symptoms to have intensified to full-blown paranoia. Visual hallucinations, once again. Interesting. Increased medication. Can't be left alone. Move to L1 for closer monitoring. So if you remember yesterday, or at least in the last episode, we found a note that says bring all the important patients to a certain room. I can't really remember where actually. But yeah, that's what it says. And we got a hand with the key in it. So that key obviously goes to that door where the save thing is. We gotta find 3 wristbands, which obviously 3 wristbands, 3 patient rooms. That's where we're gonna find it.
That's what they keep telling me. The 3 patients. My 3 hopeless cases. But I do not believe it to be a matter of hope. It is a matter of diligence, discipline, trial and error, of being as bold as one can be, to go as far as one needs to. I will find what it is that truly ails them, and I will cure them.
Alright.
Beyond hope. That's what they keep telling me. The 3 patients.
Oh god, here comes the most Resident Evil puzzle in the entire game. Tell me that doesn't look more Resident Evil.
It is a matter of diligence, discipline, trial and error, of being as bold as one can.
Alright, so it looks like we're missing a piece. And
I will
Puzzle seems simple enough. And this door does not have a handle on it. So, alright, let's look at our map real quick. So, there's a safe, and there's a room right there, it's key. We got one patient room there. Oh, we got an M where Maria is at. We got another patient room here. And it's gonna be just on the right, so let's go ahead and check out the right side real quick. And do kind of want to be careful because now we got enemies roaming in the hallways. Annotations following an interview conducted with in response to incident 071. Remember lying in water, empty. Then I felt him there. She was close, very close. I had to get out, I had to get away, but he followed, he kept staring, so I made him stop. Now I'm empty again. Can we go back to the pool? Okay. So like the next place we're going is the pool, which is downstairs, correct? Oh, there's one patient room on the 3rd floor we gotta get to. Yeah. So something's at the pool that we need to get. Hopefully that wristband. Radio status going off. Tell me that's not creative though, like having a radio. Having a radio as a indicator that enemies are nearby. I really don't know. I wonder if there's actually a reasoning behind that though. Oh, I see you. Oh. Hey buddy. You good? Whoa, what's going on? Oh my god, Silent Hill. It's Silent Hill! Oh, he's working again. James, just keep... Fine. Always double tap to make sure they're dead. Zombieland rule number something. Alright. Alright, so now we're back in the hallway. We're next to Maria. Oh, yep. Good job, James. That's exactly what I meant. That's not what I wanted you to do. Alright. I say we should go towards L1. So, I believe that's where we're supposed to go next. So, it's been a minute. So, it's been like at least 2 days since I've last got to this part. So, because all day yesterday, man, I was just, well, for me anyways, yesterday. But, for you guys, it'd be a couple days ago. But I've been smacking all over. You know, honestly, if that was the very first nurse we encountered, that would have been much more effective, but because we've already seen the nurses. Yeah, like I said, if that was the very first nurse, like we saw, like we didn't see the one that was in the other hallway, I think that would have been a cool introduction to them. Yeah, I'm taking it a lot slower than yesterday's episode, like mostly walking around because man, them leg bitches, dude, they really do. I wouldn't say they prevent you from speedrunning. I'm sure you can speedrun, but like, cause there's actually a trophy where you used to beat this game in like under 10 hours. But I'm not confident yet. So, oh, and going back to the Dragon Ball Z thing real quick. Yeah, dude, I'm loving that game. I'm not even a fighting game fan, by the way. I'm really not. But it's a really good game. I just wish I was good at it. But you know what? I mean, pretty much has to get to. Yeah, I know this. So in the original game, it's not really a puzzle, but it's one of those things where you gotta go around, find certain items to do something, to do this main thing. There's a chest here in the original game that had like 4 or 5 different locks on it. You had to break the chain, open the lock, cut the rope, find the combinations, you know, stuff like that for the box. And I can't really remember what it was for, honestly. But yeah, but that is something I definitely do remember. But anyways, yeah, no, when it comes to Dragon Ball Z, the game, dude, like legit, I watch these people online, and obviously they had more days on it, but it seems like they like more people have gotten accustomed to the game more naturally, way more naturally than I have. Everything comes naturally, because yeah, man, I'm just getting spanked on that game, bro. But I'll keep trying, man. So. Alright, something's walking around here. Alright. Dude, okay, so yeah, I if this gonna be the same as the original game, which I'm assuming it is, it's gonna be kinda interesting how we're gonna be using that thing. So that, I don't know why, but that picture on the bottom right is giving Max and Chloe vibes. Yeah, now we got the shotgun. Woohoo! So interestingly enough, the shotgun in the original game was a much bigger thing, and James is actually holding it a lot better than you should be. So I wonder, honestly, I kind of wonder why they changed the design of the shotgun, because one significant thing about at Brookhaven. Brookhaven. Why does that sound so familiar? Hold up. Can we look at Silent Hill, please, as a whole? Oh, okay, Brookhaven's the hospital, though. Anyways, in the original game, the shotgun was much bigger, and the way that James would hold it, he would put his hand next to the barrel, which is stupid, but I feel like that's what a lot of newer people would do. And the way he would put the butt of the shotgun, it wouldn't be like against his chest or his shoulders or anything. It would be like in between his, like underneath his armpit, like between, like next to his side. Not on his armpit, but next to his side. And yeah, it was awkward to see, but I mean, James, again, he probably never had to shoot a gun before. So, you know, it makes it more believable that James, again, is not a fighter, you know, stuff like that. But of course, he's fighting back, bro. I mean, James a fucking man, so. Especially to be going through all this shit, going around and popping nurses in the face. Get up, bitch. Oh, actually, don't get up. So, but yeah, this. I don't know if I'd be able to do this kind of shit. There's another one nearby somewhere. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? We gotta. Okay. Ah, nurses lounge. Okay. Notice again how she moans. So it's like those enemy, like the straitjacket enemies. They don't really moan when they die, but the mannequin legs and the nurses do. It's interesting. All right. Well, let's not get too comfortable with the shotgun just yet. Let's try to reserve some ammo. L1. Ah, okay, that's the key that was in the house, or that's goes to the room that was in the hallway back there. Alright. I forgot what else I was gonna talk about besides Dragon Ball, but oh well. We got a new Dragon Ball TV series coming out though in a few days, and I'm actually really excited for that. I'm actually going back through. So I watched the original Dragon Ball series, not all of it, but I went through the first arc. The arc where he was training with Master Roshi, the World Tournament arc, and then I watched a little bit after that, and then I kind of realized that most of these are just like thriller episodes, so I skipped over to where Goku and Tien meet each other for the first time, and then after that I skipped to the I believe it's the 23rd World Tournament where Tien beats Goku. And then skipped ahead again and got to where Goku's older now and he's in the World Tournament once again. Oh yeah, okay, so we're actually getting near the part where I left off. Anyways, so yeah, so we're in the room now. We're supposed to be in. Anyways, so then after I watched all that, then we need to get up there. Then we and then now I'm watching the original Dragon Ball series, and I just got past the part where Goku and Piccolo. Okay, something went ahead of us. Something came in and ran over there, and I think I can hear it breathing subtly. Anyways, yeah, I know I'm very early in it, but I actually never watched the original Dragon Ball Z series. So I just was never into anime as a kid, but now, I mean, of course I am. But I'm gonna be watching Daima as it comes out as well, because I don't want to be too far behind. Alright, why are these controls so weird? Like, it's a lot more awkward to control this thing than it looks. Give me a second. Alright. They brought in the girl today. Poor thing hasn't said a word. She just sits there, head in her hands, sobbing and quivering. I moved her to the corner bed, seemed to have calmed her down a bit. She even smiled at me, I think. Yep. Creepy girl, patient, smiling at you. Red flags. Like someone was camping out here. Interesting. I didn't pick that up the first time. Alright. So we are at the first floor, and we are literally just about to be at the point where I have no idea what's gonna happen next. I remember at this point, though, somehow I started talking about like if Supernatural and Silent Hill had a collaboration, and Sam and Dean went to Silent Hill, bro. That would be awesome. Like it'd be fucked, but it'd be awesome. Why won't they help me? Why do they keep me in here with him? Ugh. Great thing is, we don't really know who him is. Another typewriter. Another Echo too, and I honestly cannot remember exactly what happened in the original game, but whatever. Oh, nice. Okay, so this is one of the wristbands we need. I am never going to get used to those things, man. They're not creepy, man. They're just sneaky AF. It's the way that they ambush. So, alright, well, from here on, I have no idea what's gonna happen next. So, like, besides of, like, what I know from the original game, of course. But this game is so expanded, and you know, I don't think I've ever said anything about how I'm feeling about the game so far as a whole. But this is probably the best remake I've ever played, and probably the best Silent Hill game that I've played, maybe ever. I think I'm starting to prefer this game over the original one. And yeah, it kind of sucks that it seemed like they kind of like tuned down a bit on the more bizarre, you know, themes. Not by a lot, but like the nurses, they're a little bit more covered up. Maria's definitely more covered up, but it's not to the point where it takes me out of the game or anything. I think we gotta go down here now. But honestly though, I mean, you can still pretty much get the whole gist of it, you know? And so again, I don't know what the hell Bloober was meaning by modern audience and stuff like that, because again, that is that this door that made the noise? Anyways, because there really isn't a whole lot of modern audiencing in this game. Like honestly, like again, you can pretty much still get the themes of like what's going on and stuff like that pretty easily. Alright, what do we got here? So we need to get to the pool. I thought we were going to be able to get through that room there, but doesn't seem like we can. So yeah, so like I said, I'm not quite sure exactly what to do 100% from here on out. Let's look at our items. See if we can try to get a... Nope, we just got a bent needle and a bracelet. But no keys? No keys. But we got dropped down to this area, so it's gotta be for something. Well, let's check the other doors and see if they open. I do wonder, can I actually leave? Nope. They're trapped in here. Nothing in here. Cafeteria, maybe? Nope, closed as well. This is kind of where we came from. Alright, the only other guess I have is to go back to the doctor's lounge and put the bracelet on there. Yeah. I think that's pretty much where the game wants us to go. Did I not go through here the first time? I guess not, because I would have picked that up. Alright. Let's get going then. So the doctor's lounge. Alright. Probably shouldn't be going too fast, because not quite sure what's gonna happen. Or the director's office, I meant. Oh, hold up. So there's codes here, but I'm not quite sure what. So 455488. Interesting. Here, I'm gonna actually take a picture of that, because that could be codes that we need next. 5, 4, 8, 9. That could be code to the keypad over there. So, right across from us. Well, that wasn't open before. Okay. Okay. Alright, let me pull up the pictures again. So we got 2... Oh, wait. Oh, it's a 4-digit code. Wait a minute. I think I know what it is. The 2... 5... 4... No. Maybe it's the one that's not scratched out. So 4, 5, 8, 9. Huh. I really don't know. 5, 4, 8. I actually don't know. Oh, but you know what? We do have another area we haven't gone to yet. And that is the stairs that were over here. Oh shit, I never opened the lock. That's supposed to be a shortcut. Wait. That's pretty... She has a weapon in her hand. She has a weapon in her hand, so which is making me think she's gonna get up. Whatever. So interestingly enough, so in the original game, not actually the original game, but the prototype, like the, I guess the alpha version of the original game, the devs were originally gonna make the head of those nurses explode after they die. And what that's supposed to represent is like a condom bursting. Okay. And stuff like that, but I guess the devs just like went back on it and decided, you know what, that's a little too much. Also, another interesting fact, so if you remember the cutscene when we first met Eddie and he was throwing up, and that's not creepy at all. And him throwing up near the refrigerator, that scene was supposed to be more graphic, I guess because you're supposed to...
Hey, are you okay?
Go away!
Don't be afraid, I just want to talk.
I guess we're supposed to see more. They're making a lot of noises down there. Anyways, and when the devs were about ready to ship it out and stuff like that, their power went out for the cutscene with Eddie, where it was supposed to originally be more like graphic. And when the power went out, all the data, all the recording was gone, so they had to reshoot everything again, right? But then they kind of took it as a sign. They're like, man, should we really make it like this weird? And so they decided to go back on it. Alright. Oh, she's coming. Alright. We need a key to the rooftop. Day 1, patient transferred for observation. Minor, shallow breathing, avoids eye contact. Agitated in presence of staff, frantic. The nurse notifies patient refused solid food. Nasogastric force feeding required. Serotonin antagonist administered to reduce nausea and vomiting. Patient restrained for bathing and feeding. Prepared the treatment room. Oxygen. Self-injury suspected. Something is very wrong. Okay, so there's something in the next room as well. Alright, so there's D1. That's one of the rooms that we're supposed to go to. First floor and reward. Nice. So key to the first floor. So I think it's supposed to go to that door we couldn't find earlier. Or couldn't go through earlier. Dr. Andrews, we delivered the radiographs you requested. However, it looks like the file was incomplete as one of the pictures was nowhere to be found. We will send somebody as soon as we locate it. Let me know if you need anything else. Head trauma. Whoa. Oh, this is a puzzle. Oh shit, I'm not sure about this one, yo. Can we rotate? Oh, we can rotate it. Alright, so we got that. Okay, so I think this is in the right spot. And I think, honestly, these might be in the right, or where I had this originally. Skull trauma from childhood. Yeah. We're gonna need more pictures, though, before we can solve it. Wait a minute. There's one right here. Okay, that's very trippy. But yeah, we're gonna need more pictures. So 4, so that's obviously the code to the for that nurse's office. Or one of them anyways. That's very good. I was actually turning off the flashlight a little bit just to see how dark it was. But I would have not really kind of realized that there's still like a little bit of light in it. And it does not make it any less creepy. Shit. Well, I'm thankful that the door literally tells me how to do it, but it doesn't really show me the code or anything, so. But we got the key to the first floor. What else do we got? I think we pretty much explored every room that we can for now. Alright. So I'm thinking the next place we gotta go is back down to the first floor. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode here because we're running low on time and all that stuff. But yeah, and I believe this episode is gonna be out on Friday. So like obviously you can tell I'm on the day I'm doing this way before. But hopefully the recording works this time. And whew, yeah man. Let's Let's see what's coming to us next. So thank you guys so much for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.